Welcome to Live Alive. In today's video we'll start with Luis Diaz give transfer message. New Liverpool head coach Arnold has been handed a major boost in the infancy of his Anfield reign after Luis Diaz appeared to dismiss transfer speculation. The Colombian forward has established himself as a focal component in the Reds' attack since joining the club from Porto back in January 2022. Since then, the 27-year-old ace has contributed 24 goals in 98 appearances for Liverpool, alongside 13 assists as a long-term successor to Sadio Mane. However, as the club looks to navigate its next chapter following the departure of Jurgen Klopp, rumours have abounded that Diaz could be set for a new challenge in the near future. Links to European giants Paris Saint-Germain and have Barcelona emerged, with Liverpool valuing the player at $96 million, but Diaz has now brushed off the talk over a potential exit, declaring his contentment with life at Anfield. While speaking to Goal Caracol, he asserted, "I'm very happy there at Liverpool. It's a great team and club. I've always wanted to play there, so I'm very happy and relaxed." Currently, the forward is in the United States as he prepares to star for his nation in the Copa America, which sees Colombia face Paraguay in their opener on June 24th. He continued, "I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about the national team, which is where we are." It is the latest sign of commitment from Diaz, who scored 13 times in 51 outings last term as the Reds eventually finished third in the Premier League. Real Madrid reject €120 million Liverpool offer for Rodrigo. The arrival of Kylian Mbappé at Real Madrid has cast a shadow over the future of young Brazilian forward Rodrigo Goes. Rodrigo's recent comments hinting at a potential exit, coupled with reported interest from Premier League clubs, have fueled speculation about his departure from the Bernabeu. Subsequently, Liverpool emerged as a serious contender for Rodrigo's signature, with reports suggesting they tabled a hefty €120 million offer. However, according to Diario Sport, Real Madrid have rejected Liverpool's bumper offer for Rodrigo. This doesn't necessarily mean the end of the transfer saga. However, Rodrigo's hints to the public over a potential departure from Real Madrid have not been received well at the club, with Mbappé's arrival seemingly taking his place in the pecking order, and the impending arrival of wonderkid Endrick further increasing competition for attacking spots. Real Madrid may still have enough leverage to offload the Brazilian in the coming summer, despite public pronouncements from Rodrigo and his representatives claiming a desire to stay at Real Madrid. The situation remains fluid. Reports across the Spanish media suggest that while Rodrigo doesn't actively seek a transfer, a reduction in playing time could prompt him to reconsider his future. The Premier League, an attraction he's openly confessed to, could be a potential landing spot. Spanish media claims Liverpool's €120 million offer wasn't the only one Real Madrid received. Other sources hint at a €150 million threshold that could tempt the club to part ways with the Brazilian. Manchester City, longtime admirers of Rodrigo, could also return to the fray with an improved offer this summer. Anthony Gordon sent Liverpool transfer message. Anthony Gordon has admitted he has more motivation when facing off against the team he supported growing up. The Newcastle United winger has been linked with a summer switch to Liverpool and is believed to have grown up supporting the Reds, despite his recent years representing Everton. Gordon began his career with the Reds, but was released by the club at the age of 11 and joined City rivals, Everton. He left the Blues last January in a deal worth £40 million to sign for Newcastle. A recent report by the Daily Star indicated Liverpool are interested in making a move for the England international this summer, suggesting it would take an offer close to £100 million to seriously test Newcastle's resolve. Though yet to go on the record to confirm of his love for Liverpool, the 23-year-old has seemingly given away he has been trying to prove a point when facing off against the Reds. Asked by Sky Sports how he approaches games against the side he liked as a child, the winger responded, "It's the same as any other match. It doesn't matter to me who I'm playing, my preparation is always the same. It's always at the best level it can be. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a bit more motivation to just show yourself and do well." Gordon did little to warm himself to Liverpool fans on his first trip to Anfield in April 2022 after receiving a yellow card for diving during the first half and later going to ground inside the penalty area after minimal contact from Joel Matip. Gordon took to X, formerly Twitter, after the match to express his disbelief over the decision, but endearing himself to Red supporters in more recent times, he named Steven Gerrard as his favourite player growing up and listed Mohamed Salah as a source of inspiration for his game. Liverpool's £60 million transfer fumble. Lloyd Kelly has agreed a deal to join Newcastle on a free transfer upon the expiry of his Bournemouth contract, with Liverpool potentially missing out on the defender for a third time. The Reds were initially interested in adding Kelly back in 2019, when he was still with Bristol City, but the player opted to agree a £13 million deal with Bournemouth instead. In charge of recruitment for the Cherries back then was technical director Richard Hughes, now in place as sporting director for Liverpool. The achievement of getting Kelly ahead of other suitors, Liverpool included, prompted Liverpool's then sporting director Michael Edwards to phone up Hughes and congratulate him on his coup. The duo go back a long way, to Hughes' playing days at Portsmouth, and are now reunited at Liverpool, with Edwards back in the fold as FSG's CEO of football. Following Bournemouth's relegation from the Premier League in 2020, Liverpool were reported to have reached out and inquired about signing the centre-back come left-back once again. They ended up moving for Kostas Tsimikas instead, while Kelly went on to bounce back to the top flight with Bournemouth. It was reported back in March that Liverpool and Tottenham were both in advanced negotiations for Kelly when it became clear that he had no intention of renewing his contract at Dean Court. Spurs had been turned down by Bournemouth last summer, having offered £20 million for Kelly, and now Andoni Iraola's side are losing him for nothing, with The Athletic reporting that a deal is done. The 25-year-old has added to his burgeoning reputation since then, playing either centre-back or left-back, and would seem to have been an ideal candidate to arrive at Anfield this summer. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support Live Alive.